Welcome. Well, let me say this to you again. Alan, Wasalad. You with the nasty pastor, and I'm back with another reading from Enoch, built the great pyramids of Giza. How have you been enjoying the reading? How have you been enjoying the reading so far? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm gonna tell you how I see it. And so far, you got what I'm saying. Things are kind of accurate. You got what I'm saying. Things moving around kind of accurate, for real, for real. Um, Yesterday I didn't do any more research, but I'm gonna keep continuing to research the name Enoch and King Sadi, and I'm gonna keep researching Pharaoh Khufu. I do know that the more I type the name Khufu, I type the name Enoch, I type the name King Sadi in Google or in Copilot, new information keep popping up. You get what I'm saying? New information keep popping up. So, don't always accept what you get the first time you Google, the first time you Copilot. Don't always accept it. You feel what I'm saying? Get that, screenshot it. You get what I'm saying? Wait a couple of days, come back, retype it in, search it again, screenshot that. You get what I'm saying? Take it a third test drive, get that stuff, screenshot it, and now you have three types of information. You feel what I'm saying? Three types of information that you can connect dots with. You get what I'm saying? And when I say three types of information, the more you type in Enoch, you're going to continue to come up with something different. There will be other stuff that you're going to come up with. So if you can get three screenshots on Enoch, you can get three screenshots of information on King Sadi. If you can get three screenshots on Pharaoh Khufu, you can connect some things. Because it's going to be different. It's going to be different. We're going to get into this reading, and we're still in chapter 1, the beginning. The Arabian historical accounts, particularly those by al-Makrizi, proposed that the motivation behind constructing the pyramids was to create repositories for preserving ancient knowledge. These pyramids include the Great Pyramid of Giza, were envisioned not merely as tombs for Egyptian kings, but as grand libraries and museums. The absence of hieroglyphs within the inner chambers challenges the conventional understanding of Egyptian architecture, raising questions about the intended purpose of these structures. Enoch's connection to the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, where the Book of Enoch has been preserved for centuries, adds a cultural and religious dimension to the theory. The Ethiopian biblical tradition, dating back almost 3,000 years, includes the Book of Enoch in its Old Testament. This unique preservation of Enochian text provides an alternative perspective on the figure's significance and controversies surrounding his writings. The role of the Watchers, angelic in titles described in both the Book of Daniel and the Book of Enoch, introduces celestial overseers who descend to the earth. Enoch detailed accounts of these shining beings, their interaction with human women, and the resulting birth of savage giants contribute to the enigmatic nature of the theory. Parallels between Enochian texts and ancient Sumerian stories, where the Anunnaki are revered as gods and watchers, suggest a cross-cultural exchange of beliefs and narrative. Let's pause this right here right quick. You got what I'm saying? Have you really caught on to that? There are different, it's like it's the same fruit, but there is different biblical characters or different theories of what Enoch says is in these great pyramids. You feel what I'm saying? You haven't caught on to that, because I have. You haven't, it's reworded. You get what I'm saying? It's reworded, but you haven't caught on to that? Cool, let's proceed. The theory gains further complexity with the inclusion of figures like Gilgamesh from ancient Sumerian texts. Enoch's mention of Gilgamesh in the book of Enoch aligns with Sumerian descriptions of the Anunnaki, creating a web of connections that transcends traditional, cultural, and religious boundaries. The narrative surrounding the Great Flood, as presented in both the book of Genesis and the book of Enoch, introduces variations in interpretation, while Genesis emphasized divine punishment for human wickedness. Enoch account focused on the protection of humanity from the Nephilim, the offspring of the Watchers, and human women. The involvement of the archangel Uriel in warning. Noah adds a nuanced perspective to the biblical flood narrative. Enoch is the architect of the Great Pyramid of Giza, intertwines biblical Arabian and ancient traditions, offering the alternative lens through which to view these iconic structures. In the context of the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Watchers take on a central role in the construction. The idea persists that these celestial overseers were not only witnesses to the construction, but actively involved in its planning and execution. Enoch's detailed description of the Watchers, their divine mandate to control the direction of civilization, their descent to earth, suggests a direct connection to the monumental task of building the pyramids. The Watcher, as described in the book of Enoch, are angelic entities ordained by God to oversee humanity. These celestial beings, also known as the Shining Ones, are characterized by their bright appearance, so radiant that Enoch could hardly look at them. The book of Enoch goes further to detail the descent of 200 Watchers to earth, their interactions with human women, and the birth of the giant offspring known as the Nephilim. Enoch's accounts highlight the Watchers as divine beings with forbidden knowledge, and they are credited with teaching humanity various arts and sciences. The forbidden knowledge may have included advanced architectural and engineering techniques that were employed in the construction of the pyramids. The theory purposes that the Watchers, with their celestial wisdom, guided the builders in creating structures that surpass the technological capabilities of the time. Now, we're getting into something new that hasn't been resaid again. You got what I'm saying? And we're getting back into the Nephilims. We're really, how to say this, we're really getting an understanding that I guess, we're supposed to believe that even back in those times, and this is before Christ, back in those times before Christ, aliens was on our planet. Aliens existed on our planet. I say this and I'm going to say this to you again. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep on saying it. Use your common sense. The technology that aliens have. I know they had a laser gun back then. You get what I'm saying? I know they had a spaceship back then. And you're right. That chariot of fire could have been. If you really want to elaborate on it, you could say that was a spaceship. You get what I'm saying? Because when you see a spaceship lift off, you see fire at the tail end of it, right? Come on now. You see fire at the tail end of it, right? I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that aliens was here before Christ. I refuse to believe that. Where's the proof of the laser gun? You're going to tell me their technology just got that good where they got laser guns? Huh? You're going to tell me their technology just got that good that let's where we at? So I don't go past. There we go. I know where we at now. So you're going to tell me aliens landed talking 1947 is when an alien ship went out of control and crashed on this rock we live on. 1947. That's after Christ. That's after Christ. The government has that technology, and if the government will be totally honest with us, I bet it was some laser guns on that ship. I bet it was. I bet that ship don't even produce fire. There's no exhaust that shows you fire. You get what I'm saying? You understand? That was the devil. That was Satan riding a chariot up to heaven to talk to our maker. You understand me? And I don't refuse, I don't see it no other way. Because see, history tells me you got men on a battlefield. You have a blacksmith that made knives. You understand me? You have an engineer that made catapults. You have engineers that made these vehicles of motion that let's say it's a tank. You get what I'm saying? That you look inside of it, there are soldiers inside of it that will run this contraption of movement to your wall and a door open, and that's how they get into your kingdom. Because there is a wall or a bridge, you know what I'm saying, guarding, and you got to get past that. Either you use a catapult of fire, a catapult of stone to break the wall down, or you do it with a vehicle of motion that inhabits, if that was the right word, inhabits soldiers to carry in like a ladder. You feel what I'm saying? So if aliens was here with all that good technology, why did they have to do it that way? To level the battlefield. To level the battlefield, but you have an interest, not entrance, an interest in the Sumerians, in the Enokis. Isn't that who they are? The Sumerians, they the Enokis, Gilgamesh and them, but you have an interest in them and an investment in them. So you want them to win. You're going to give them every tool of technology you have to win. Come on, man. I know that's what I would do. You will have everything up to date to win. Come on, man. I take my spaceship and kill all y'all. What you gonna do? Throw it. What you gonna do? Shoot an arrow at metal? It don't go in. You get what I'm saying? It don't stick. It bounce off. They weren't making bullets back then. They didn't have guns back then. Come on, man. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Shoot an arrow of fire? Come on, now that's metal. Unless it has some type of oil on the metal, the fire gonna bounce off. Use your common sense, man. Stop being stupid. Stupid though. Please stop being stupid. Stop falling and being a victim of someone else's hypocrisy. Stupidness. Let's keep it moving. The parallels between Enochian texts and ancient Sumerian stories add on another layer of complexity to the theory. In Sumerian mythology, the Enochi are regarded as divine beings who descended to earth. The crossover between the Watchers in Enochian tradition and the Enochi in Sumerian beliefs suggests a potential commonality in the archetypal figures across different ancient cultures. This shared celestial presence could have influenced not only the narratives but also the shared knowledge and practices of these ancient civilizations. Now, if you tell me the angels of whom we pray to came down here and warned, you get what I'm saying? Warned Enoch and said to Enoch, a great flood coming. Because the angels in heaven knew. You get what I'm saying? The closest angels in heaven knew what whom we pray to has prepared to do. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you tell me angels descended to the earth and they foretold history to Enoch, and Enoch said, you know something, let's get some pyramids built so that we could take the history of now and preserve it. I say, cool, let's roll with that. Let's roll with that. But you're not going to sit here and tell me aliens came here. You ain't going to ever make me believe that one. You get me? And I know that these pyramids, I've read about them, especially this one. This one is laminated. You get what I'm saying? This one, the bricks are laminated. So what is in there if you can't get in there? What is in there? You only been in this one. You say it's a queen's chamber, and you say it's a king's chamber. You said it's a toxic gas you can't get past, right? 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 Cool. Let's roll. Now, where was I at? Where was I at? The absence of hieroglyphs and the markings within the inner chambers of the pyramids, especially the Great Pyramids of Giza, remains a perplexing mystery. If the watchers were indeed involved in the construction, it raises questions about the purposeful omission of inscriptions. Could it be a deliberate choice to preserve a sacred and hidden knowledge that transcends conventional understanding? The integration of figures like Gilgamesh into the narrative further blurs the lines between cultures and mythologies. Enoch mentions of Gilgamesh aligns with Sumerian descriptions of the Anunnaki, emphasizing a cultural exchange of beliefs and stories that could have influenced the building of the pyramids. While the mainstream archaeological and historical consensus attributes the construction of the pyramids to ancient Egyptian civilizations, Enoch and the Watchers' involvement invites us to reconsider the conventional narrative. It challenges us to explore the intersection of diverse cultural narratives, the potential influence of celestial beings on ancient civilizations, and the enduring mysteries surrounding the pyramids of Giza. We're going to end this reading right there. Understand this, man. That ship crashed. You hear what I'm saying? That ship crashed. And I ain't count up how many decades, it will be. You get what I'm saying? You get it? Technology evolved. It evolved in America. So if these aliens are more advanced than us Americans are, you get what I'm saying? You get it? Come on now. Why did that ship crash in 1947? The military didn't shoot it down. Come on, man. They didn't shoot it down. It just crashed. Come on. Come on, man. Okay, I'm going to make a big entrance. I'm going to make a big entrance and kill myself. That don't sound right. That sounds stupid, though. Come on, man. Look. You've been with the nasty past. I'm tired of playing with you. You get me? I'm tired of playing with you. I'm out and I love you.